Hey, good afternoon. I wanted to show you my favorite assessment tool, and I'm excited to show you Illuminate. I will be using this even in my research project, and it's DeKalb endorsed. However, it's accessible to anyone. DeKalb has just bought the entirety of the package, from what I know. You can go to illuminate.ed.com and you can access it. But this is the paid version. So here's Illuminate, and I like this because it's standards based, and there's other differentiation mechanisms in here uh, that I'll show you shortly. So these are the different kinds of assessments that can be administered through this system. And I always give the test online when I'm doing this. So let's go ahead and create a test. So create an assessment. So here are four options here. And I like to, I'll show you my option, but on the fly is where you can actually scan a bubble sheet, and maybe you just want them to test online because you want your grade distribution uh, automatic and electronic, but you already have a paper test that you want to use. So this is a good way to still be able to analyze your grade and your scale and medium and mean of your grade system. The flexible is where you can upload a PDF of a test, and you can have them answer online. So that's one way. But I used to like to use the item bank, because there are standards-based questions already in the selected item bank, and to me, the language is comparable to what's on an EOC milestone. So let's get this item bank going. All right, here we go. All right, so I like doing the quick mode because the quick mode is assessment. Standard mode is where you type in your own question from the selected standards. This is where they give you questions based off the standards pre-made. All right, so I like this. I'm gonna do demo ELA assessment description. Of course, I would put more in here if it was actually an assessment my co-teacher and myself were giving. Grade levels, 11th, Business Arts, and create. So I search for standards. As you can see here, there's a lot of national standards here, but I'm looking for one, and that is the standards of excellence. So I choose my subject, English Language Arts, and I choose my grade level, and it's going to load all the standards of excellence from Georgia's well, standards of excellence in English. So let me open that up. Open that up. All right. So you see reading for reading literary, and I'm going to use the ones with the most items so we can make sure we get a robust test. Craft and structure. I'm gonna choose that one. Let's go down to reading for information. Let's use key ideas, and let's use craft structure. Let's go down to writing, and let's use 213 items here, so that should be good. So we should have a, we'll get one for speaking, well, language. Let's use that. Conventions, yeah. Nope, let's put some vocabulary in here. All right, so we got 8 standards. You can see over here, you can see what the things, the standards are that I've chosen. And let's see. Oh, here we go. This is the clever part. I like this. So 5 questions for this, 5 questions for this. So I can edit this and make this. I only want 3 of here. I want 2 of this, 1 of this, and 2 of that. So you can kind of customize it. I love that. And this is the best thing right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back at 5 though, because I want to make sure I get enough items to choose from. Modify criteria. So the type of banks. Do I want to use my items and passages, public banks, and it's got different types of banks. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna say here too. All right, types. Let's see. There we go. This is where you can say I want drag and drop. I want to be able to graphing stuff. I want evidence-based selection. I'm gonna leave this wide open because I want everything that they can give me. Because sometimes the only drawback to this, if you narrow it down too much, you get less test questions, of course, less of a to select with. Here is put your language in, response language. You can change that if you so wish, and you need to for those ELL teachers. Um, Here we go. Difficulty. Do I want low, medium, or high? Yeah, that's pretty general, but check this out. DOK. Do I want extended thinking? Do I want strategic thinking? Do I want skills and concepts? So I'm gonna leave that open because I want all of them. But I just want you to show you these are the options. Bloom's taxonomy. Do I want knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation? So once I choose and just narrow it down, I go ahead and update my criteria. All right. So let's go next and see what we got. All right, and I just want to point out here, you can see some of my old tests that I've done with my co-teacher. I co-taught history last year, so I usually like to co-teach. I usually co-teach in the history or ELA department. All right, and is it creating my test? Oh, let me go to the next screen. Let's generate questions. And here you go. All right, you see some questions starting to fill in. It was moving slow, so I had to refresh it. But anyway, so you see these questions linking in, and what I would do from here, just go next. Wait, no, you go to, you save it. All right, and you can, this is my demo ELA. You could duplicate it and share it with somebody. Let's see what else I can do. So I saved it, but now I'm ready to publish it. Let's load it, load. All right, cool. All right, next. Now, if I want to do a test booklet, I can, but I usually do it online. All right, but this is what that would look like. So you can see how it is distributed. And let's publish and administer. Thank you. See if we hit the jackpot. So, test with quick code. And here's my test. It's coming. And there is my quick code. So I will give students this code right there, and they'll be able to start assessing. Here's one more cool thing. All right, so I can actually look at the test. Like if students were testing, I can look at them and see how well they're doing on the way. I can see what questions. Let's see. I think it's this. This is better. Yeah, I can see like on the live dashboard, I can see what questions it lights up and tells me what questions they're not doing well on it, and I can see which ones they're kind of laboring over. And it's a very cool system. So anyway, illuminateed.com. Wonderful assessment tool. It's pretty robust. I'm still learning, if you can see. What I do is sometimes I will take these same assessments and my co-teacher will share it with me, and I will take the most highly missed question and revise those a little bit, maybe tweak them a little bit, and redistribute the test after a couple of tutorials. So that usually works. Thank you.